It's strange how quiet it feels when a legend dies. No scandal, no headlines screaming, just silence. On October 14th, the world learned that D'Angelo, the man whose voice once made time stop, was gone. 51 years old. Cancer. But for those who really knew his story, his death wasn't the first time he disappeared. D'Angelo's life was never about fame. It was about spirit. Born Michael Eugene Archer in Richmond, Virginia, he grew up in the church. His father was a preacher, his mother a believer in discipline and grace. Music came to him early, gospel, jazz, funk, and from the first note, he carried that weight that old souls do. By his early 20s, he had something that couldn't be taught, that tone. That voice that felt like it had lived 100 lives. When Brown Sugar dropped in '95, it changed everything. D'Angelo wasn't just a new Randy B artist. He was the heartbeat of a new era, what critics called neo-soul. Alongside artists like Erykah Badu and Maxwell, he brought back the warmth of the '70s, the human touch, the imperfection that made music feel alive. But then came Voodoo. The success was explosive. Awards, tours, magazine covers. And then that video. Untitled, how does it feel? One camera, one take, one man standing bare before the world. It was supposed to be about vulnerability. But the industry turned it into something else, a product. Overnight, D'Angelo became a sex symbol. People stopped hearing his music. They started staring at his body. And that broke him. Friends say he hated what fame was doing to him. He wanted to make art, not feed a fantasy. The pressure got heavy. The attention, the expectations, it all started to crush the person behind the voice. And so he did what few artists have the courage to do. He walked away. For nearly a decade, he vanished. No interviews, no albums, no appearances. Rumors filled the silence, addiction, rehab, depression. But no one really knew. He was somewhere between survival and surrender, trying to find himself again. In 2005, a car crash nearly killed him. That was the moment he realized how close he was to losing everything. Not just the music, but his soul. And then, after years of silence, he came back. Black Messiah, 2014. It wasn't just an album, it was a declaration. A reflection on race, politics, pain, and redemption. D'Angelo didn't just return, he came back with something that mattered. Critics called it genius. Fans called it healing. But those close to him knew it came from a place of deep exhaustion. He'd given everything he had left to make that record. After that, the silence returned. No new tours, no new music, just small glimpses, a performance here, a recording rumor there, but mostly stillness. And now we know why. He'd been quietly battling pancreatic cancer. No statements, no drama. He didn't want pity or headlines. He just wanted peace. When the news broke, social media exploded. Questlove called him the soul of a generation. Erykah Badu wrote, "He gave light to our darkness." But maybe the most heartbreaking tribute came from a fan who said D'Angelo didn't die. He just finally rested. Because that's what his story feels like. A man who carried the weight of an entire movement, only to be broken by the same machine that built him. The industry loves a genius until that genius needs to breathe. They wanted D'Angelo's sound, his body, his mystery, but not his silence, not his pain. And when he couldn't perform the way they wanted, they looked away. That's the tragic truth. Behind every song we play on repeat, there's a person who bleeds for it. D'Angelo once said, "Soul is not a sound, it's a spirit." And maybe that's why he'll never really be gone. Because spirit doesn't die. It lingers in the music, in the hearts he healed, in the silence he left behind. He gave us everything, and all he ever wanted was peace. Rest easy, D'Angelo. You finally have it.